Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be my review of the Vanquest Katara V-Slinger. As I mentioned in the preview video I did a couple weeks back, this is a test and review bag that I received from Alex over at Vanquest Gear. And in the 3 weeks or so I've had this bag now, I have to say that I am thoroughly impressed with it, and I actually did end up buying it so that I can keep it because it's just that impressive to me, and I've enjoyed using it just to the point where I felt like I couldn't be without it. So this video is basically just gonna run down all of the specs, all of the features of the bag, and then I'll do a little bit of a recap of some experience I've had with it, as well as a couple comparisons that I'll make to some Maxpedition products that I do own. So this is a V-Slinger pack that is fully and completely ambidextrous. That's probably the main selling point to this bag, the fact that it is entirely ambidextrous, not in only how you access the bag, but also in how you can carry the bag. So you have dual zipper pulls on either side of the bag, on each side of the openings in the bag, starting with this outer little pocket here. And I really like this outer pocket. It's not that big, but it's a pass-through pocket that allows you a lot of flexibility with what you can do with it. Personally, I think this would be an awesome feature for, you know, if you're going on a hike and you have say like a little light rain overcoat that you know, you start off the hike with, and then, you know, it gets sunny out, you don't need it anymore. It'd be a really nice way to carry your overcoat. Just tuck it through this pocket. I assume that you could also do that with the webbing, but that's kind of a neat feature. That's how I would envision using this pocket. It's also a really good place to put items that you want to get to quickly on the outside of your pack. So just a quick pull of the zipper. On either side of the bag you have access, so if you're carrying it on your, let's see, your left side, you can access this pocket. Your right side, you can access this pocket once you swing it around to your front. So it's totally ambidextrous in how you have access to it. So on the front here, we have the little Vanquest Tough Built Gear badge, as well as a little hook and loop field for affixing your various items. As you see here, I have a little American flag patch, and then you have a couple stages of MOLLE webbing right here. I just have hooked to the outside of it a pretty cool little carabiner. This is actually an iPhone charger. I picked that up the other day. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Let's see. The Nomad. Great little device. Anyways, this is just a nice convenient place for me to put it. So that's the exterior of the front of the bag there. Then you have, going in one level, you have the first real, I'd say, the first real pocket. And this is going to be where I would imagine you would primarily want to put your EDC weapon. If you want to carry a handgun, this would probably be where I would envision putting it. Just probably the most easy access and convenient place, and it's perfect size. So here they have two strips of vertical hook and loop where you can affix a you know, just a universal pistol holster. This is a Velcro holster, obviously, and this one was supplied by Vanquest, but you can get these, you know, you can get these anywhere, any brand. They're basically all the same, but it works very well. Very strong attachment there. And then on the inside of the flap, you have this other pocket, and this is one of the cool features that I like about this bag, is that there's so many pockets. In fact, there's 11 pockets throughout this bag, and it allows for, you know, just a invariable amount of, you know, possibilities for carrying your gear, which is what makes this, you know, really ideal EDC bag. So here you have a pocket that's made from the ripstop material. It's 210D ripstop nylon. So it's going to be very rugged and very durable, you know, with that ripstop feature, and it's very lightweight, and I like it because it's very malleable. It's not a stiff material. It's not a cheap material. It's a very good quality material that I think, you know, works very well as used in this bag. So this pouch is also ambidextrous as far as how you can access it. There are hook and loop flaps on either side, which allow you to access the pouch. You can see I have a holster here, some hearing protection for my handgun. So this is where I've, you know, chosen to put my handgun and all the random accessories that need to accompany my EDC gun. And it opens completely up. You see how it's kind of a clamshell design there. You know, just allows for a lot of different options. This bag is not constricting at all with the possibilities of what you can use it for. So that's the outside of the pouch. I'm sorry, that's the outside of the bag, the outer pouch. Another nice feature that I want to hit on right now, as I'm doing a lot of zippering, draw your attention to the little lanyard pulls. They're pretty nice camo pulls with the paracord, so nice high quality. They got YKK zippers throughout, and they have the reverse track zipper, which is going to work well for the, you know, the water protection. It's not going to make it waterproof, but it should be a little bit more reliable in damp conditions, and also just it protects the zipper more. It doesn't allow for dirt and grime to get into the zipper track, and it just makes overall a cleaner look, in my opinion. So that's a nice feature here. All the zippers on this bag are reversed zippers. So that's something that I really like about this bag. Not a lot of other companies do that, but Vanquest has thought of a lot of things to make this product exceptional, and that's just one of them. So that's the outer pocket there, and then up top you have a kind of your typical, I don't know what you would call this section really. I mean, this is how it's done on many bags. You have the shock cord, then you have a little, you know, a little recess here that you can shove something in with your cord lock. So, you know, it's a very versatile place up here. If you want to put like a fixed blade knife across here and cinch it tight with the shock cord, or if you want to throw an axe through there, or, you know, article of clothing, whatnot. And then you have some more hook and loop field for fixing some more patches and whatnot. On the sides of the bag, I have attached here just a water bottle holster. I used this on a hike I went on. This is a Hazard 4 holster, and it's affixed here to the 3 stages of MOLLE that are on the side of the bags. That's on both sides. So on this side I have my always trusty and reliable Les George EOD M12 fixed blade. I've done a review on this, I believe, if you want to check that out. This is a awesome blade. Super heavy duty. I think 0.28 inches of S35 VN. It's quite heavy though for this pack. I will say that. I think it's close to about 20 ounces, I believe the blade is, so you definitely feel it when you're carrying it. But it's possible. It works. So let's, before we get into the inside of the bag, let me just talk about the reverse and how the ambidextrous strap works. So before I get to that, I'll show you the nice handle with the neoprene padding on it. This is very similar to a lot of other companies. The Max Edition pretty much does it exactly the same design, same material. Just nice and soft handle, nothing really special there. Now where we get into the uniqueness of this bag is when we flip it around. So basically, like I said, this is a fully ambidextrous bag in that you can move the strap from the left to the right side depending on how you wish to carry it, and depending on whether you're predominantly biased to your left or right when you're trying to get to your pack. So they've thought of a very, innovative way to go about doing this, and I have found it to be pretty easy to use and pretty simple to figure out. So how this works here is you have a kind of a lock up here. I don't know exactly what these are called, but basically it's used to connect the little endpoints here on the top of the bag to the strap. So if you want to move the strap from one side to the other, you undo this, pull that out of there, and now you're free to move the strap from one side to the other. So in order to do that, you need to undo these zippers, and you pull this flap down, and basically what that is just a hell of a lot of Velcro on both sides. You have the kind of the looped soft sections on the inner flap here and on the inner bag, and then the entirety of this strap is the hook Velcro on both sides. So in order to adjust it, you're going to pull this out. Wow, that's really in there. So you pull that out, and now you have your strap, and then this will allow you to now move it to the other side of the bag. So if I want to do it for left side carry, I will just take the strap, stick it in there, and angle it towards the right portion of the bag, and then that will carry on my right shoulder. I had it left side carry, that's how I prefer it. So this is going to be right side carry now. And then basically you just cinch that back up, zip this up, and now you have a left or right side carry pack. And then what you would do is just connect, I guess this would have to stay on the strap actually. You connect this to there, and then you have a nice connection, nice sturdy strap. So that's how easy it is to change the orientation of the strap. Also, what I'm not kind of utilizing here, well, obviously you would also have to undo this down here and then switch it over to this side so that the strap is connected like this. That way you can sling it across your back diagonally. And what you would do is there's an included side strap, or a kind of like a sternum strap, that you would put on the opposite side, and it meets up kind of midway here on the strap. It has a nice buttoned sleeve that goes around the strap to connect it to the strap, and then you'd cinch it into the eyelet there, and then you can get it nice and tight on your body for a nice comfortable carry if you're going to be doing a long hike, or if you're really weighed down with the items in your pack. But I find that to be just extra crap I don't need to deal with, so I'm a fan of just having the more sleek single strap design going on. So I don't even use that, I just have it stowed away inside the pack in one of the very many pouches. So that's how the ambidextrous strap works on this bag, and that's what makes this bag unique from other quote-unquote ambidextrous bags. So let's just finish off the little overview of this bag and go inside of it now. So another cool feature that I like about this is that there's a few ways that you can access the inside of the main compartment. Now you have these pieces of strap that button on either side at about the 3/4 mark, or about the 2/3 mark up on the zipper track. And what that's going to do is prevent your zippers from going down any further than that. So it just allows you to get into the top of the bag and kind of stuff it from the top. Or you could undo those buttons, and then that frees up your zipper to go the entire length of the track, and the bag opens up totally clamshell once again, letting you get to the inside and kind of stash away all of your items in these many little pouches that you have made with this 210 ripstop material. So let's start over here. We have a kind of a medium size pouch here with obviously two openings on either side, Velcro also, and then we have a little bit larger one down here. And then what I think is pretty cool is they actually utilize this side space by putting two little pouches here that I find work perfectly for folding knives. You can throw a folding knife in there, or perhaps like some charging cords, phone cord, or a smaller laptop cord with a small brick that would fit in there. So in this top compartment, I just have a little power bank, and then in this bottom compartment I don't have anything. I've got this bag kind of fluxing. I haven't really figured out exactly what I want to use this bag for. Kind of want to use it for everything, so I find myself putting stuff in, taking stuff out, and just like a endless cycle. I really need to figure out what I want to do with this bag as far as what I'm going to keep in it consistently. So I'm still trying to figure that out. That's why I'm kind of just got a little bit of random stuff in here right now. So other than the pockets that you have here, what you have is a mid dividing panel that allows you to kind of stow. I've used this for stowing an iPad back here, and it allows for you to have some extra padding and protection because you got this padded back. Then you have the padded divider, and then when it's up there and then velcroed, kind of creates a nice little sleeve where you can put a more fragile device to protect it. And basically this panel has two big tracks of, three vertical tracks of the hook and loop, which allows you to affix any number of hook and loop accessories, which really makes this a nice modular bag. As you can see, basically, you know, you can get admin panels put here, pouches to put here, you know, more mag carriers. Really, whatever you want, depending on how you want to configure this bag and how you want to use it. You can. It's very versatile in that. So basically, I just have a Vanquest dual mag holster here. Then I have just a Maxpedition Velcro pouch here with some random crap in it. So that's what I have affixed to my panel here. And then also, as I said, you can put, you know, a really small laptop or maybe a larger iPad or iPad mini, or really anything that you want to keep safe back here between the two. Or I think what it's really designed for is a water bladder. You can put a smaller water bladder in here, and you've got a hook, a loop up here to kind of carabiner the bladder to, so it doesn't end up falling down and bunching up at the bottom. And then you have a pass-through port going through the top. So that's basically the ins and outs of this bag as far as like the features of the bag goes. And then with that pass-through there for the hose for your bladder, you can run that down the strap, which has a ton of moly running through it, and I have a nice little ACU moly sheath here fixed to it. And then you've got some horizontal webbing here. You can run the spout of the hose through. The buckles are really nice, nice, quiet, and secure. Really high quality stuff all around. I really like the cord keepers or the strap keepers. I can't stand it when, you know, you have a product with, you know, 20 feet of strap when you only really need to use 2 of it, and you have just a crap ton of extra strap just, you know, swaying around all over the place, and you can't really keep track of it or keep it under, keep it managed. So Maxpedition is very smart with these added cord keeper strap keepers, which I really like. These little bungees that go around and just allow you to keep it a little bit cleaner and make it look a little sharper. So let me get this zippered back up, and as I said, you can access the bag in a few different ways, at least for the main part of the bag. You can, if you had it all set up on, you know, your right shoulder, when you swung it around, if you kept one of the zippers on this side, you'd basically just have a nice side opening access right there. So, you know, it's swung around inside of your body, then you can just go down into the side and get what you need. If that's all you need access to, that's a nice, easy, convenient way to just get to this portion of the bag without having to worry about, you know, the bag totally opening up and then your stuff going all over the place. So that's a quick look and a little bit of an overall analysis of the features. Now, my personal experience with this bag is very good. I've took it on a couple hikes now, and I found it to be fairly comfortable. Not the most comfortable, just because I think the strap is, I mean, I had it loaded out a little bit too heavy, but the strap might be a little bit too thin. I mean, it's got nice, decent padding, but for my purposes, with the weight I had in it, I probably would have been better served with a little bit thicker strap. But then again, I wasn't even using the side support sternum strap or whatever. So I imagine that might have helped a little bit, kept it a little bit more snug to my body. But I find the bag absolutely awesome. It's very high quality. It's made of 1000D Cordura, so it's going to be, you know, that US made nylon that's just superb and next to none. Alright, now let's do a quick comparison here to some other products, Maxpedition branded. This is another kind of a V-slinger type pack. It's a sling pack. It's the Maxpedition Remora. Obviously it's a much smaller bag. Essentially the same overall design though. You got a smaller outside pouch and then a larger pouch. And then you have an ambidextrous strap, and that's merely because it's a center mounted strap that can kind of be canted to or put on the left or right shoulder, and you can adjust the lower point to either side so it kind of mimics what's going on with a true sling pack, but you're not going to get the same ergonomics as far as, you know, how it's going to feel when you carry it, especially when it's underweight, because you just have this very broad strap. It's going to kind of cut into your neck as it's trying to get back to center, because it's not truly a ambidextrous pack. But this is on its own, you know, in its own right, it's a very good pack. I've done a review on this. This was, I actually have two of these. The other one is kind of my car bag, if you will. I put a lot of gear in it. I've done a video on that, you should go check it out. And then we have the Maxpedition Sitka. I believe this is the Sitka. So this is, I think it's a little bit larger bag, at least physically. I don't know about, I know this one is 12 liters. The Sitka is probably a little bit more. It has an extra pouch up here, and a little bit bigger main pouch. So this one is a V-slinger, but it is not ambidextrous. This is a left-hand carry or left side carry V-slinger. So, you know, it's going to carry on your left, and that's it. So basically, you know, you run into the issue where if you're right-handed, or I'm sorry, if you want to carry on your right shoulder and you can't find a right side carry version of this bag, you're kind of out of luck, because this bag is solely for left shoulder carry. It's not going to work any other way. Whereas with the Katara, it just takes a couple seconds, and then you can readjust it so that it can be used either side. So that's not a knock on the Maxpedition product. They're both great products, but it is definitely a plus for the Katara because of the ambidextrous capability it has. While I have both bags here, I'd like to point out that even though they are both very rugged bags, very great quality, I'd say these are two of the best bag makers out there right now. Very similar also. I mean, they're both, you know, designed in the US and then produced in Taiwan, but I feel that for the money, especially for the money, the better value is going to be the Vanquest product as far as I see now, because their prices are, I say, much more reasonable than a lot of the Maxpedition stuff, and also the materials and the forethought that goes into the design and the features of the bag are just better on the Vanquest. You have the 210 ripstop interior material, as well as the Cordura brand nylon on the exterior. And you know, at first I wasn't really sure what the real difference between 1000D, you know, generic nylon or whatever with triple polyurethane coat and the, you know, the Teflon, whatever, you know, the Maxpedition, how they treat their bags, which is very good. You know, water just beads off the Maxpedition products because they're so heavily coated. But what that does is make their fabric very kind of crisp and like stiff, and it's not really the best feeling. I mean, it is very rugged, but it's not as malleable as you might like it to be, and it also makes it kind of loud when you're manipulating it and opening it up. Whereas I can tell the Cordura fabric, even though it is the same, you know, thickness, same test material, it's just made, I guess, with better processing and better coating methods. You know, this is still coated for, you know, water resistance and stain resistance and whatnot, but it's not, it doesn't feel as stiff as the Maxpedition nylon does, which is definitely a plus in my book because it makes it a nicer quality feel. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the Vanquest Katara here. Absolutely like it. As I said, I bought it. That's how much I did like it. So I just would like to give Vanquest a shout out and highly recommend their products to you. If this is representative of their entire line, then I would not hesitate buying a Vanquest product. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to help you out.